Okay, hi everybody, thank you very much for watching. So today I'm in my outside space. I'll just give you a quick pan around so you can see. Obviously everything is looking a little bit sorry after Christmas and because we've endured the winter. So I do actually have, I'll just show you, I have a few dahlia bulbs in here. I know technically you're supposed to bring them in and keep them dry. These blossom beautifully in the summer, but I just don't have the space, and so I did read a few things online that led me to believe you can leave them outside. Obviously we've had frost and things, so I really don't know how they're going to fare. I literally just had to take the chance, but I have mulched them well, so I'm hoping that this has protected the roots. So we'll just have to see. They're right underneath the soil and there's mulch on top, so I'm literally just crossing all my fingers and hoping that they will blossom again. So watch this space, I'll keep you updated on that. So back to the reason why I'm doing this video. So this was my herb planter in the summer, and I had about 5 herbs in here, which is probably way too much, because the one I put in the centre was actually a French tarragon, and it just completely consumed the entire, it grew over the herb. I had an oregano here, it just grew right over that and came right out, and it was really quite, yeah, it was beautiful actually. And so, but I did actually have quite a lot of root rot in this. I basically used like a seed, really kind of almost like a seed compost, and it just got too soggy. The herbs just didn't do well, and we had a very wet summer here in northern England, which a lot of you will know. And so yeah, I mean, I did get quite a bit of like rot underneath, so I actually in the end I had to pull the oregano out. It was quite rotten, and I had a borage here and I had a sage here, which I've taken a cutting from, and I'm hoping to propagate that, and I'll do another video about that, because I think I'm going to keep the sage separate this year. I won't put anything else in this now, because as you can see I did chop the tarragon here and here and here, but it's underneath. A couple of weeks ago when I came to take the rotten stuff out and the borage had kind of died, actually this is growing loads of new roots. It's obviously very hardy and quite a strong grower. Yeah, and I still got really excited. So hopefully the French tarragon is going to come back again this year. So what I need to do, I don't want to disturb the soil too much. I have taken bits out where the other herbs were. What I did in summer, because everything was getting rotten, I took quite a bit of the compost out, what I could see, and I put a much better draining compost on the top, just to help it drain, because it was just getting wet all the time. It was so wet in summer, and I did overwater it a bit in the beginning, so it really got quite wet. And so what I did, I think I put a John Innes number 3 on top, and just to kind of take away a bit of the other compost. So anyway, what I'm going to be doing now is putting a little bit of compost on the top. I've got a John Innes that I'm going to use to put on the top, and then I am going to be putting a bit of mulch on top as well, just to kind of protect these roots. I'm not going to put a really thick layer on because I don't want to overdo it, but I'm going to put a little bit on top, and hopefully it'll look quite pretty. Then hopefully all this will break through. There's a lot of roots remaining here. I don't know if a lot of them are probably from the old herbs, but I'm assuming that there's probably some maybe from the tarragon as well. So, and I'm looking forward to having a lot so I can use it, because I didn't use it this summer, and so I'm quite looking forward to doing that. Okay, so I'm just going to go and get the compost. Bear with me one moment. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I have a John Innes, if you can see, number 3, and I'm going to put a little bit of that on top. So I'm just going to pause the video a second. Right, so as you can see, what I've done is, there's still a couple of roots there, but that's fine. I'm going to put the mulch on. I don't want to put too much compost on, otherwise I won't leave any room for the mulch on top. So just wanted to show you, so that's what I've done. I'm going to put some mulch on top now, and it's just to protect the roots from the frost. We've had quite a bit of frost already. I mean, to be quite honest, the roots don't really look affected at all. So although that one has actually broken off, oh dear. But anyway, I mean, yeah, so it doesn't seem to be affected, but I just want to take err on the side of caution and just kind of keep it nice and covered, just in case. I don't want any damage. So so there we go. So now I'm literally just going to put my gloves on. I do have the kiddies running around in the background, and they're not going to last much longer, so this is lockdown. So no, they're doing great actually, but I'm probably not going to hold out much longer, so I'll make this quick. just trying to get everything done. I'm sure if your mum's watching me, you know the struggle. So, but I'm determined to have another beautiful garden this year. I would love to post a picture actually of my garden last year. I went crazy in lockdown, and basically my passion for plants and gardening was just fueled, and yeah, I just went mad, and it was so therapeutic. So I'm really just encouraging anybody to just, even if you don't know what you're doing, you've never done gardening before, you don't really have to know what you're doing. You just, there's no right or wrong. If something goes wrong, you read up on it, you know, change your methods. Don't be scared of anything, just go for it. I mean, my garden looked amazing last year, it did. And I've never done a garden before, and it was just so easy, but it was so therapeutic. Right, so there you go. I'm going to finish the video. I'll top this up a bit more once I clock off, but that's just to show you, and I look forward to giving you an update in the spring. All right, thank you very much for watching. Hope you're having a good plant day. Bye.